I'm April Showers. I'm founder of Afro Unicorn. Afro Unicorn is a lifestyle brand to remind women and children of color how unique, divine, and magical we truly are. But the reason why I decided to start this brand is because I truly believe that if you help enough people get to where you want to be, you will get to where you need to be. So for me, it was very, very important that I established my why. Fortunately, my why is my life's mantra, which is helping enough people get to where they want to be. So I'm going to encourage you to figure out what is your why and what are you passionate about, and then you can develop a business around what you're passionate about and what your why in life is. And even if you don't know what your why for life is, you need to know the reason behind why you are starting your business. I know I created Afro Unicorn as a platform to help other entrepreneurs to get them where they need to be. But I also understand the representation part, which, as I stated, it's a lifestyle brand to remind women and children of color how unique, divine, and magical they truly are. So every action that I make, every marketing decision that I do, I always make sure that it's aligned with my whys. Helping people and representation. Helping people and representation. I think as long as you focus on your why, you won't run out of fuel and you'll be able to go all gas, no brakes. But if you don't have that why, doubt's going to set in and you're going to ease your foot off the pedal and eventually you're going to come to a standstill. So before you start anything, figure out the reason why you want to do what it is that you want to do. Hey, April Showers back here again talking about your why. So again, you want to make sure that you fully understand your why. The way you discover that is find out what you're passionate about. What are you passionate about? If you think about it, what do you constantly think about in the morning, when you wake up, at night, before you go to bed? I'm always looking to help other people. That's just how I've always been. I enjoy seeing other people win. I enjoy making other people happy. So that's what I'm passionate about. When you're developing your business, you want to make sure that your passions align with your business, that your why aligns with your business. Because if not, you're going to get exhausted. But when you love what you do, it's no longer work. So again, for me, knowing that I know that I want to help other people, I know that the movement of Afro Unicorn, being the first Black woman to have a licensed brand character in major retail, is truly inspiring other people. I want to inspire. I want to motivate. And if I'm doing that on a daily basis, I am checking off the box for my why. So always make sure you have that at the forefront. You also want to establish your core values. What matters to you? Loyalty is big for me. Trust, honesty. So everything that I do in my business has to be rooted in my core values. What are your core values? Take some time. Write out your core values. And then as you progress in your business plan, make sure that every step that you take is rooted into your core values. And again, make sure your business plan and your business aligns with your why and what you're passionate about. It's April Showers here. Now that we've established our why and we know what we're passionate about, it's now time to write out that plan. And not only are we going to write that plan out, we're going to execute that plan. But first, I want to make sure that you understand, when starting a business, it is essential that you have a business plan. You can go out to consult to write the business plan, or you can start a one-pager yourself with a simple SWOT: your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. It is vital that you understand the market that you're getting into and the business that you're getting into. Where are your strengths? What do you bring to the table? For example, Afro Unicorn is a consumer-based product brand. I'm selling this brand. I have a sales background. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I'm also a licensed real estate broker. So I bring that to the table. Those are my strengths. My weaknesses. Identify your weaknesses, what you're not good at. I'm not good with accounting. So I knew from day one I was going to have to hire an accountant to handle the accountant work. Figure out where you fall short so you can come up with a plan on how to elevate your shortcomings. Then your opportunities. What's that white space? For Afro Unicorn, it's pretty obvious. I created a unicorn that didn't exist before. I filled a void in the marketplace. What void are you filling in the marketplace? And then your threats. What's the competition looking like? And how do you size up and compare to the competition? And then we're going to take it a step further to see what can you do to give yourself that competitive edge to stay ahead of your competition. So I say start right there. Don't make it complicated. Get out a piece of paper right now, write out SWOT, and let's get to work. So at the end of the day, it always requires work. It's time to work the plan. That's right. It's time to work the plan. You spend all that time identifying the strengths, the weaknesses, your opportunities, the threats. Now it's time to actually do the hard work and work that plan. Have you truly developed a plan that you have written out on paper that you can see very clearly what it is that you want to accomplish? Because I'm going to tell you this. Whoever told you if you build it, they will come, they lied to you. It's not that easy. If it was that easy, everyone will be doing it. But it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of understanding the markets that you're in, and understanding how to market a brand. So make sure you're going to put in that hard work to execute the plan that you spent that time on to identify. Will you be able to have a business that you can market? Is this business even marketable? Have you identified your competition? What sets you apart from your competitors? And are you committed to showing up every single day for this brand, for your business, for whatever it is that you have started? You can't just hit start and put it on cruise control. You have to work the plan. You have to show up every single day, even on the days you don't feel like it. Until you don't need to show up, you gotta show up. And all entrepreneurs, especially in the first 5 years of business, we have to show up every day. So make sure you're showing up, and then eventually you'll be able to grow, and you'll be able to hire other people, and you'll be able to find the who and not figure out the how. Set a daily engagement commitment. If you have a product and there is a consumer, what actions are you taking every single day to engage with your customer? For me with Afro Unicorn, I was trying to build a movement. So I knew from the beginning I had to do this on social media. So I set a goal to connect with 50 people a day on social media, in their comments, like in their stories, letting them know that I'm here. I would comment and say, hey, have you ever seen an Afro Unicorn before? I created a brand of women of color who hustle, follow the movements. Just so you know, that is how we got Alicia Keys and Tiffany Haddish. Simply by engagement. Set a daily engagement commitment every day, whether it's cold calls, warm calls. Set a daily engagement commitment. Write out your daily task. For me with Afro Unicorn, there are so many moving parts that if we do not write out our task daily, we don't know if we're coming or if we're going. I sit down every single morning at 7:40 with my brand manager, and we go through our daily task. Literally, I write them out. Well, I use my phone. I go into notes, and every day we lay out what we have to do that day. And we bullet point it, and we make sure that we check off the bullet points, or we add notes to whoever we need to assign a new task on the team to. But it's just to keep us on track. Because if you keep everything in your head, it won't happen, especially if you're going to have so many moving parts. So I encourage you guys to use your notes in your phones and write out your daily tasks, and try before you go to bed. make sure everything that you put out that you wanted to accomplish that day, that you're able to check it off. And if not, you move it to the top for the following day. Don't add new stuff. Go to the bottom of the list, move the bottom of the list to the top of the list, and execute the top of the list to get those things done. Make sure you're doing your daily task. Show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Because every day you're not going to feel like it. But every day you still have a business. So you still have to show up for it. So get in the mindset that you have to show up for your business every single day. Even when you don't want to. You have to check in. Because if you don't check in, you'll check out. So make sure you stay motivated with that why. Don't forget the why. And the why is going to make sure that you show up every day for your business. Remember, I told you, show up. Even through adversity, don't give up. I gotta say it again. Do not give up. Your livelihood is depending on it. You can't give up. You have to condition your mind from the beginning that you're going all gas, no brakes. And I'm saying brakes with an A, not brakes as in, we always have to take a pause. You always want to take those kind of breaks. What I'm saying is don't let your foot off the gas. Go all in. You gotta go all in. If you're all in, you're not going to give up. If you're kind of playing around with it, I don't know if I really want to do this, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's easy to give up. But once you've conditioned your mind that you're going all gas, no brakes, there is no giving up. Like, not even the sky is the limit. You can keep going and going and going. But again, never, ever give up, even through adversity. Why would you give up? Here's the thing. You've spent a lot of time establishing your thought process to why you want to do this, what you're passionate about. You've developed the plan. You've executed the plan. You've done all your marketing analysis. You've set yourself apart from the competition. You've filled that white space. So why would you even want to give up? There's no reason to give up. Don't do it. Stay the course. Go all gas, no brakes. Stay committed to the plan. Remember, you're passionate about this. You know your why. Everything is in alignment. So why would you give up? You won't. You're going to go all gas, no brakes. Don't overcomplicate things. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That is how I run my business. Try to keep it as simple, streamlined as possible. It's not that difficult. One of my favorite movies is Forrest Gump. And I love Forrest Gump because stupid is as stupid does. And Forrest was really a genius if you really think about it. He just stayed focused on the task. If the task was run, he ran. If the task was hit the ball across the net and focus on the ball, he focused on the ball and he hit it across the net. If they said there was shrimp in the ocean, he went out and he got the shrimp. He stayed focused on the task. He didn't overcomplicate it. He kept it simple. So I'm going to encourage you to KISS it. Keep it simple, stupid. Approximately 3 years ago, I was told about journaling, and it changed my life drastically. It's really the reason why I'm in Walmart, Target, JCPenney's, first Black woman to have a licensed brand character manager retail, because I journal. These are basically my Bibles that I created, chapters of April showers. I encourage anyone who's looking to have a successful business, successful life, to start journaling. This is my favorite. This is the very first book that I journaled in. As you see, all the pages are filled. And what I was told from the beginning of my journaling was to write down massive goals, like 3 big things. And when I did it, I said I wanted a publishing deal, I wanted an animation deal. By the way, got all of that. But you start off with your 3 major goals. And then you write 10 things that you're grateful for. That was extremely, extremely important for me to do, because every day you try to think of 10 new things. And what it does is it puts you in the mindset of non-complaining. When you're so focused on all the great things that have happened and occurred, it gives you less time to complain. And then you can also measure how far you've come. And it doesn't have to be so grand. You know, you could be grateful that your mail arrived on time, or grateful that I love peace. So I'm always grateful for peace, or any little thing that happened to you. Grateful that you found this course. Like anything, just write it down, because there's so much blessing and promise and gratitude. So when you tell the universe what you're grateful for, you'll start receiving abundantly. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And then I write down like my daily goal. Like, this is the thing that I need to happen, that I want to execute today. I promise you, if you stay consistent and do this every day, try it for 21 days and see where the results take you. I promise you, there's going to be a lot of stuff. You're going to go back in those pages and you're like, oh my, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. Trust the process and do the work. It's time for you to affirm who you are, where you want to be. Every morning, or even mid breaks throughout the day, just take some time and breathe in and breathe out and say, I am. You could just be I am, or you can complete it. I am unique. I am divine. I am magical. I have everything that I need. Everything is coming to me. Everything is coming to me with speed. I am. I will not be denied. I am. Try your I ams. Breathe in. Breathe out. I am.